What's up, everyone? Swap Pro. I'm back with another deck profile. This time we show enough Fluffles. And as a reminder, this is for Dueltainer format, which is a custom format. And if you want to know more about it, I'll leave a link down in the description to the website. And with all that being said, let's get started. Starting off with monsters, you have Edgeham Tomahawk, Edgeham Saw, Edgeham Fifer Lord, Edgeham Sabres, two Edgeham Chains, Fluffle Wings, Fluffle Dolphin, Fluffle Octopus, Fluffle Sheep, Fluffle Cat, Fluffle Owl, Fluffle Dog, Fluffle Bear, Fluffle Rabbit, Fluffle Penguin, and then some out archetype stuff. Condemn Witch, which can search for forbidden, and during your opponent's main phase, you can attribute a special in a low for fairy, which are your Fluffles. And you can summon from that. And then we have King of Swamp, which would be a substitute for any material on your fusion, and you can just start it to add a poly from your deck. That's it for the monsters. Then onto the spells, you add Toy Vendor, Fright for Reborn, Fright for Patchwork, Fright for Repair, Fright for Fusion, Fusion Deployment, which lets you summon a name material for, on a fusion and from your deck. Then you have Super Polymerization, Fusion Substitute, Dark Fusion, Polymerization, Fusion Recovery, Fusion Recycling Event, Forbidden Droplet, Forbidden Lands, and then you have Power Greed and Power Virus for recursion. That's it for the spells. Moving on to the chat, you have Fright for Jar, Stained Glass of Light and Dark, Lost Wind, Dark Bribe, and Solemn Judgment for the gates. Then you have Jar Virus for some more evasion. That's it for the traps. Moving on to the fusions, you have the Dangerous Fright for Nightmare, Fright for Cruel, Fright for Kraken, Fright for Daredevil, Fright for Sabretooth, Fright for Chimera, Fright for Tiger, Fright for Leo, Fright for Bear, Wolf, Sheep. Then you have the Starving Venom Prada Power Fusion Dragon, Starving Venom Dragon, Mud Dragon, and then Gorilla. That's it for the fusion. And then as for the tiers of the deck, for Adrian, got Pot of Greed, Fusion Recycling Event, and then the Right for Passion. And then for the B, it is Super Polymerization, Fusion Deployment, Solemn Judgment, and then the two Edgem Chains. That's it. And then as always, do a quick test and you guys get a feel to how the deck works. And since this is built-in format, it is standard to do a half cut in the top 5. Do that in a stick. Shelf this real good. That's possible. Oh, and then I will be showing this deck as it was my second, since it is better to a second, since you get that draw, and then also this deck is an OTK deck, so you want to try get that win as fast as possible. And now, do a half cut, then on top 5. Now, starting hand consists of Fuffle Penguin, Power Greed, Dark Fusion, Fusion Deployment, and then King of Swamp. So, what I'll do is, alright, that was line 5. So, line 2. So, 6th card will be Fusion Recovery. Okay, then. Alright. Now I have, I use Fusion Deployment to Reveal, where is it? Nope. Down. Where is it? I believe it's like you reveal Tiger to then summon Sabres from deck. There's Sabres. And just to pretty much thin out the deck, use King the Swamp, and I could also get Feeding Fairy hand. Yeah, we'll grab the Pomerization. And we'll shuffle. And then we'll do Product Read to draw two, which will be Frightful Reborn and Agent Frightful. And after that, we'll use the Pomerization to fuse Penguin and Sabres to go into the Fight for Tiger, which you can destroy, or you can target two cards on your opponent's field, to destroy them. And then afterwards, and then we'll also chain with Penguin to draw two and discard one to defuse feeding material. So draws were sheep and dog. So then we'll go for we'll just discard the Fight for Lloyd. And I'll normal summon dog in order to search for okay. Now I think about it, since like I said, we're going to try to go for OTA. Well, it's best to keep Fight for Lloyd and just get rid of Reborn. But anyways, with dog, we'll just search for it. If we do pulls off, it doesn't really matter. But the owl, again, the shuffle. And then, so we can get more feeding materials, we'll use Recover to add Penguin and Poly back to hand. And then we'll use Poly to fuse Tiger, Sheep, and Penguin. So then go into the Saber-tooth. And then since we use three or more materials, it cannot be destroyed battle or card effects. And then also we get to target to summon it back. Fortunately, Penguin is the once per turn, so we can use that effect again. Oh. Because of Saber-tooth, all fight for monsters gain 400 attack, and then Tiger boosts up your fight for monsters by 300 for each Fluffle and fight fair on your field. And then to also scare to the LTK, we'll use the Owl with Fight for Lloyd to go into kind of your choice, but you can either go into Gruel or Kraken. I prefer going to Kraken for that double attack. So at the moment, all your monsters gain 1200 attack from Tiger and then additional 400 from Saber-tooth, making a total of 1600. So you end up with 1735, 4K, and 38, which is essentially OTK if your opponent has nothing on field. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the deck profile And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.